Hi, my name is Ann Kimani and this is Ann Kimani. So today's video, we want to talk about some of the habits that really hurt our budgets, that hurt our money. And I really hope that, and I know for sure, you will find yourself in one of them. And I want to go straight to the point. Number one is impulse buying, guys. Mindless spending. You spend your money but you had not planned for it. And how often do we actually find ourselves in that position? And the reason why we do that is because we don't come up with a checklist. We don't come up with a shopping list. If I leave my house right now and I'm going to buy things in a supermarket, I write them down in a notebook or in my phone. They're not in my head, because if I go there without a checklist, then I'll end up buying things I didn't budget for or I actually didn't plan. And actually you find in some of the scenario, you go to a supermarket specifically to buy something, then when you're there you actually forget. I've been in that position so many times because your mind forgets, so you start now looking at what else can I buy. Funny enough is that the time you have carried that money, that's the time a marketer will tell you, oh, we have an offer of this. So you actually end up spending. Anytime you're going to buy something, have a shopping list and have a shopping limit. Number two, avoid using debit card and credit card. This is because, especially the credit card part, you will spend money, yes, but remember you have to pay this money. It's like more of a loan. You know, lend me money, I buy these items, then I will return the money back to you. So you kind of find yourself in a position where you have to keep spending. Debit cards and credit cards, the money is available. There is no limit. The money is just being withdrawn from your account. So you find that this encourages you to spend more. And I want to just give a scenario. When I was growing up, I used to see people having so many cards in their wallet and I used to think they're very rich. Sorry, but it's very interesting. And I used to actually pray that, God, when I grow up, I want to have so many cards. If you own a credit card, you spend so much money, then at the end of the month, this is how much I spent. I could have spent less. So always avoid using those cards. Where you can, please carry cash. And when you're carrying cash, always carry enough cash. And always avoid having excess money, because when you have excess money, it means excess spending. If your money stops, like you realize you don't have more money, then you stop spending. And this is how I normally do it. Anytime I get my, let's say my salary, I sit down. I already have how much or where I'm going to spend my money. So if it's about transport, this is transport, this is rent, this is electricity, this is tithe, and whatever it is, yeah, I plan for that money. Then I separate it per week. So I know that this week I'm going to have this envelope, this other week I'm going to have this envelope, so that I avoid having so much money that I'm carrying. Because when you have it in the pocket, I don't know how, I think money have a thing. People call you to buy things, so you find yourself you're always buying because you have money in their pocket. So I don't know, also an issue with men always like seeing their wallet full. I don't know why. Like you find like a man want to open their wallet and they want to see thousands and thousands. I think it's kind of a disease, and if you don't correct it now, always carry enough money. And maybe not like that exact, but don't carry money for the fourth week of the month. You'll actually spend it the first week and you realize now you'll be doing like reckless spending. The third thing is cook and avoid eating out. I know all of us, okay, not all of us, like a big percentage, we fall in that category. At times, even myself, you feel like you're too lazy to cook. Yeah, so you want to go past somewhere. And I remember there's a time I used to be so addicted to chicken in KFC, and I used to pass there like thrice in a week. And you realize that's junk food, you know. So I used to spend so much money on that. And actually I want you to sit down right now with a pen and paper. Try see the many times that you have eaten out, how much it cost you, and in a day, at the end of the day, how much do you spend eating out? And I have a colleague of mine, and we did that exercise with him, and he realized that in a day he spends about 400 shillings on food, like breakfast, lunch, and supper. Then at the end of the month, because at the end of the day we said it's the small things, yeah, at the end of the month you realize he normally spends about 8,000 to 12,000 on food alone. Please do that exercise. He spends 400 bob, and remember, we didn't even count maybe the few times that he'll take the girlfriend out or he's with a colleague, so he'll take care of the bill. We've not counted that. It's a small habit, but it actually hurt a lot. And I want you to start looking at it in a bigger perspective. Don't look at it like, no, I'm just lazy. Look at it in terms of this if I could have cooked, how much could I have saved? I personally carry food, and guys, man, it's not a taboo to carry food in the office. It's not a taboo to like someone to see you with a packed lunch. Please carry, because at the end of the day, you're going to save that 300 shillings, and if you calculate in a month, it will be like about 6,000. That can be in a circle, even especially for like young couples. You realize some of them, you'll sit back and like, okay, on Wednesdays and Saturdays you can be going out to like maybe have a different meal. It's fine, but I want you also to sit down and see, how does this help you, or can you do something else with this money? If you calculate and see in a month you spend like 6,000, it's such a lot of money. You can save in a circle, or you can buy shares with that money, or you can join in a chama. As in the small things, someone you may realize like it's just a meal, but it hurts actually your budget. And I want you to have a list of the shopping, have a list of your menu, maybe that can help you, and you realize that if you do that saving right now, in the long run, it will actually help you save so much money and avoiding eating out. And at the end of the day, again, you'll be healthy because you're carrying healthy food, not junk food, not kibanda food. Okay, my reservation about Kimbana, it has its own advantages and disadvantages, but just have fresh food and healthy food.